I guess I'm hosting. Welcome everybody to Nerdlationships, episode 4, the Valentine's Day special.
I
And
didn't realize we were going live.
I said we're going live.
And then the cat jumped up.
Well, yeah, that happens. So this week we are joined by our very good friends, Major Rage and Scarlet's Fire from here on NerdTube, and if you're watching on other platforms over on NerdTube. Um,
If you are watching on my Twitch, they're both tagged on my title. So you can find them that way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome,
We are
of course.
streaming on Major Rich TV over on
Yes.
Twitch, so
I guess I'm the only person who's not streaming on mine, but that's okay. I don't
find them, follow them, love them, please. They're amazing people. Cheeto, what happened this week for you?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing much.
Nothing at all?
I mean, I could tell you, but y'all'd be depressed, so, it's okay.
You got turned down by somebody else?
No, I met with somebody, and...
these are the things we need to hear. Like, what the heck?
Okay, well, didn't go anywhere, obviously. So.
It's okay, but we still want to hear about it. How did you find her?
Actually, it's somebody we mutually know, I think.
It is? Okay,
yeah.
Sweet.
I'll have to tell you later. I don't want to go on air and tell you.
That's fine. Now I'm like, I want to know the details. I'm excited.
Well, the person hasn't messaged me in like 3 days. Out? Yeah, we went out. We met up. So
maybe because people are stuck on that 3 days rule. You can't message people for 3 days after the first date or whatever BS.
Is that a thing?
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I know, but it's a thing. Like I just watched a movie recently that they're like 92. It was a Hallmark movie too, so they know their stuff.
Oh,
but it was like you can't message her for 92 hours or some stuff. And then she messaged him at 92 hours and 2 minutes. I don't know. So
that is so crazy.
People like hear that and think that's real. So
yeah, I mean, it was just somebody that we had been talking on Facebook on the back end, and we kept on talking about getting together. And after a couple weeks, we finally decided to just meet up and talk, and so we did. And we talked a little bit after that, and then past 2 or 3 days now, haven't heard anything. So I messaged twice, like not in a row. I just went, have a good day. Yeah, have a good first day, because this person was starting a new job that day, and heard nothing. So it doesn't bother me. It kind of tracks for the dating world.
Yeah, right. But it sucks because you know this person more than just a online.
I don't think when I tell you who it is, actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in the private chat. So but I'm not going to put names out there.
No, that's fine. In my text?
Well, no, in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't really surprise me too much.
Oh, we both do know that person.
I know, yeah.
I think that person is, I don't want to say. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, actually.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay. You know what? If people are flaky, I accept people for who they are, but they just need to understand that if they're going to be flaky, I'm not going to be around.
Correct.
So anyway, I know we have guests here. Why are we talking about me?
Okay, because that's important. We need to know what's going on in your dating life. This is a relationship podcast.
Listen, if I get in a relationship, somebody needs to donate like 300 subs on Winnie's channel.
Yes, I'll take it at $8 a pop. Please do not do that. Yeah, so for me, my week was I walked last week. We went out for Valentines Day. I walked in a walking boot last week, so I'm getting better. My ankle hurts less, but I still can't. Without the walking boot, I can't walk on it by itself, so that sucks. But today, Swez couldn't wait till tomorrow because I made him something, and then for Valentine's Day, he's like, I'm not leaving this in the car, and I'm like, thinking, oh, it must be flowers, which is great, but it wasn't. So I thought, because flowers are perishable, but it was like a lot of this lovely stuff behind me. So I was very lucky. Yeah.
So spoiled rotten.
Hey, he's spoiled rotten too. It took me like hours to make that card. Especially with the cat, fighting the cat.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest challenge right there.
And all the pieces are like this big. You can barely see them.
Oh
so
my
like
gosh.
if he's knocking them around, then you're never finding them. I had to cut some pieces 3 times. But yeah, so nothing really big this past week. Like I said, I went out for Valentine's Day and
Wait, what is
which was-
Valentine's Day?
so women do that when they don't have a man. It's the day before, so the February 13th. So it's the day before Valentine's
Oh, gal.
Day.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
it's
like
gal.
I don't know, like the gallows or something. Like I'm like, are we chopping heads off? Like, what is going on?
I mean, it depends on which girls you're talking about, I guess.
This is true.
But anyway, so we are here with our friends, Scarlet's Fire and Major Rage. You guys want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, we're a couple streamers. I work with NerdTube, then I started branching out on my own. Have my own Twitch channel. Made affiliate last summer. It's pretty exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. With a lot of help from a lot of kind folks. But I met Scarlet 4.5 years ago now. Right. It was post-COVID, summer afterward, and she has kind of crashed her way into my life and has been there ever since. And I was a much better person for it.
Absolutely.
And that's how me and Mage met. Now, why don't you talk about Scarlet? No.
So what types of stuff do you stream?
Mostly retro JRPGs, but I do some new RPGs as well. Currently doing Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. But I have on my YouTube channel, we've got Breath of Fire 3 Let's Play going on and Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters getting uploaded.
Nice.
Breath of Fire 3, baby. I love that one.
Mhm.
Oh, wait.
We watched you play that, or one of the Breath of Fires, all summer last summer.
Yeah, I think that was 5. If it was last summer, it might have been 4 or 5. I don't remember.
How am I supposed to know?
That's how I am with Mage and his Final Fantasy. We get to whatever number and
you're like, can you just be grateful that I know the character? That it's Final Fantasy?
That.
I'm gonna bring up the chat overlay. We're getting lots of stuff coming in, so that's my fault for not bringing that up early on.
Hey Cloud. Cloud just had a baby, so she had a very great
Cloud?
Valentine's
Was it
Day
Aerith's baby?
present.
Did Aerith impregnate Cloud?
Jesus Christ. No Final Fantasy.
Okay, listen, you've got me and Mage on this, and it's like
you might as well give up on the no Final Fantasy.
I don't even know. I mean,
Mage
she's
is
very
like-
smart. She might know about Final Fantasy, but I don't know if she's played them or not. But
Mage is like very nice and respectful. Where I'm just like, I fly off the handle and say whatever.
And Scarlett, you said you stream, so what do you stream?
I don't really stream. I stream with him. The cat moved my camera.
That's okay. I saw the tail anyway.
Yes, Vivi is being helpful. I join him on his streams. I don't talk much when I'm streaming, which makes me boring to watch.
No, there's a lot of channels that I
don't.
like to watch because I like to see how people do the gameplay. So that's not boring.
When she plays by herself, she's talking crap to the game constantly. It's very entertaining. So I guess she just gets stage fright from the camera.
Not so much, but a lot of times when I'm playing my own thing, you're playing something else and on cam or on mic, and everybody can hear me.
Now I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. It's one of the hazards of sharing an office. Also, streaming's not as important to me as it is to you.
Listen, I think that would be. I think that's hilarious. You should like have to use channel points every time they hear Scarlet's Fire yelling at a game in the background.
Absolutely.
To answer,
Or a cat or a dog.
To answer
right?
Swez, we have 2 cats named after Final Fantasy characters. We've got Sid and Vivi. Vivi's the one wrecking stuff right now.
Yes, and digging
Nice.
his claws into my bodily areas.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, oh
Wow.
yeah.
Just the phrase bodily
got some
areas
sharp
makes me
ones.
hurt thinking about cat claws. Wow.
I don't even know what to say. So, you said you met about 5 years ago. How did that happen?
Facebook dating.
Oh, nice. So I can't believe that doesn't feel like that's been out for that long.
It
Like,
has though.
yeah, right. So, like, were you just scrolling one day and you saw each other? Tell me about that time?
So he had the most adorable, nerdy profile you have ever seen.
Oh,
Mage?
A
No.
100% nerd. And I don't know. It clicked, and I can't remember if he liked me or if I liked him first.
You liked me first.
And then he messaged me. I don't remember exactly what happened after that. But
The
within a
whirlwind
day
of
or
love.
two, within a day or two, we got together. I went to his house and never left.
that sounds good. Like, did you? So you guys didn't date? You just moved in?
That sounds like an invasion of a country. Mage, blink twice if you've been invaded by a foreign party.
That sounds so bad.
He has been invaded and he likes it.
Oh, well, as long as he likes it, that's all we can ask for.
Right? That is
As long as
definitely
there's some consent, right?
Absolutely. No, it moved very fast. Not gonna lie, but it worked for us.
And
Within 2 years we were married. Within like a year and a half we were
About
married.
a year and a half.
perfect.
And a big part of that is
Mhm.
he's my third marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done this super long engagement. I was with my first husband for 7.5 years before we got married.
Mm-hmm.
My second husband we met through WoW.
Mm-hmm.
And that relationship was online for a year, in person for a year, and then we got married. So I wasn't interested in doing some ridiculously long engagement again. I was already in my 30s and didn't have time for games or bullshit.
Oh, that's understandable. So when you were on that Facebook dating, were you like trying to find someone, or you just were like curious? And
Well, I spent 5 years in between my second marriage and meeting Mage.
okay,
I took 5 years to figure out who I was and what I wanted and to live on my own. So by the time I started looking, I knew what I was looking for and what I had to bring to the table.
mm-hmm. That's very good and very important. A lot of people don't seem to take that time; they just rush into stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I did between my first and my second marriage, and neither one of them lasted worth a damn.
Right. And
so
what
I
about
figured
you?
there was something I needed to do different.
Right, and that makes sense. That's good. That's good and sane, and you did the right thing there because obviously it worked. What about for you, Mage?
I had just pulled myself together from a rough breakup from an engagement. I would come from being in not a very good place mentally, and had kind of put myself back together with the help of one or two good friends and some therapy and a lot of self-reflection. But I was kind of bouncing around, not gonna lie. I was trying to find somebody too early. For a minute, I was trying to earn back, like you can do that with a person, my ex, and but then Scarlett came along, and should we tell them about you going blind for after like 10 days?
Well, since you just put it out there, you might as well.
Now we're interested.
Yeah, she lost her vision completely. Or how long was it? Almost 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks.
And so I got to become caregiver really early on.
He became my seeing eye dog.
I only walked her into one end cap display in the grocery store, so I did pretty good.
He did walk me into a display, though.
Yeah.
But
he was only one.
That's love at first collision right there. I mean, by the way, before we keep moving on really quick, I love this comment from Ginger. I already brought it up, but I just want to Leanne was trying to tell a serious part of her story, and like Ginger Greek here in the comments, she brought talking about how I was saying it was Mage had been invaded when you said you moved in and you just never left or something like that. So Ginger Greek saying she brought freedom to your house. I didn't want you to think I was laughing at your story, but Ginger Greek and his timing is just
it's perfect every time.
Son of a bitch.
He's a comedic genius.
So
Mage says frequently that I came in like a wrecking ball.
Maybe that song was written about you. So she was.
That's possible.
You were blind. So how was that? Because I moved into Squez and I've already burnt myself really bad. I've already sprained my ankle. I'm damn, he's gonna wish that I never moved in. How was it you went blind? You didn't even just do something little.
No, I don't do anything half-assed. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all the way.
She's gonna do it whole-assed, baby.
Absolutely. So what happened is I have cysts in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them moved and pressed on my optic nerve.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 weeks, it shifted on its own.
Well,
and good. My vision came back. It never came back 100%. And I've always worn glasses, but it's at least good enough that I can see with my glasses and drive and whatnot.
That's good. Ginger.
I absolutely do.
Ginger, Winnie's gonna have to yell at the adult in the room. Winnie is gonna have to yell at us.
No, but I meant so for your relationship, if you're blind, did that put any strains on it? Did that
how are you feeling? A week,
right?
If anything, I feel like it brought us closer together.
Aww.
Wouldn't you say?
I think it scared the ever-living crap out of him. And maybe it was a trauma bond. But, I mean, it did. We got to know each other real fast. And he took really good care of me. And still does.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you know, so... Not to tell Squez's life, but he hates feet. So the fact that I fell, I'm if I touch something gross, I have to wash it before I walk through the house because whatever. But I had flip-flops on, so I'm you have to wash my feet. And he was like gagging the whole time. And it doesn't matter if it's mine, yours, or somebody else, but he did it. So that's how I know he's a keeper. So I completely understand. I completely understand.
That's
where
really
you're coming
sweet.
from.
I also don't like feet.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
I totally get that.
Me neither. It doesn't matter if they're beautiful or whatever. They're all gross.
I don't even like my own feet.
Exactly. I really don't like my own. All right. So let's see. After 10 days and you were able to see again, like when did you guys like during that time, is that when you guys moved in together?
No. I went and met Mage for a hookup and didn't.
Somebody clip his face right now. Oh my god. He's like, I guess we're going all in.
Oh, poor Mage. He knew the risk of putting me on camera.
This is karma for my plan to clip Cheeto raging out at Mario.
Karma is a dish best served cold.
Old Klingon proverb.
Mhm.
So you met him, he took care of you, and then you met him again for a hookup.
No, we met originally for a hookup.
Oh,
And I
okay.
didn't ever leave. The blind came after.
Oh, okay. I don't believe I've ever said the phrase hookup this much in my life. So, oh my god.
It had been 5 years.
Well, now, yeah.
No,
I get
in
it.
between the
Mage
last
is
time I
baller,
was in
man.
with somebody and Mage.
Yes, you needed the thing.
The thing,
I can't do this.
the what? The mage manhood?
She's
What?
laughing so hard she's crying. Mage is pink.
Oh my god. Mage begged her so good it made her blind.
Oh,
I can't do this.
and we've killed Cheeto.
Yeah, Ginger broke Cheeto and Nate.
Oh god, I'm broken.
How'd your
Wanna
podcast today
die.
go? Well, we laughed for 90% of it.
Ginger, this is why you're never allowed on this program, because I need you in the chat with shit like that, okay?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So serious face is on. We're all professionals, right?
Right.
No. I don't even
Serious
pretend.
only. I don't even know. Like that threw me all the way. So
I don't
you
know
guys
where
weren't
we-
even planning on like sticking it out. It literally was just to hook up and then be done, right? Is
Oh
that
no,
what
I was planning on sticking it out. He just didn't know it yet.
I mean, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's usually how we are.
But she wanted to watch Star Trek after, and I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm never gonna like let this go. Yeah, how was that? Which
I
Star
was about
Trek?
to say, it's like, oh yeah.
She
You-
got
you
me
wanna
into
watch
Voyager
Trek?
the first time. Like I was like, I'll watch your series that I thought I didn't really care for before. Since she's a Voyager stan, and so it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
See, I agree.
I mean, I will give Voyager credit that it's better than Star Trek V. I'll give it that. All right.
But is it better than Section 31?
Yeah.
Dirt is better than that.
Everything is.
I actually didn't hate Section 31 as much. Okay, not to get off on a Trek rant, but I
Yes.
actually didn't hate Section 31 as much as a lot of people did. I acknowledge that it's not good, but I didn't hate it as much as some people did. Anyway,
I
back on
agree,
track.
but I'm not a like diehard Trek fan like you guys are. I used to watch it as a kid, but I also loved Madam Web too, and every time I say that, people's heads explode. So
Hey, look, people are allowed to like what they're gonna like, you know.
Absolutely.
Like I don't. I have my opinions on something, but I never want my opinions ever to infringe on somebody else, you know, and anyone else's, you know, thoughts on something. Like if you like Madam Web, fantastic. Like if you want to sit there and discuss it, like what was good about the movie, what was bad about the movie, I'm all for that. I'll do it respectfully. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, you have no idea what a good movie is because you thought Madam Web was good. Like, no, the only person I'm like that with is Ginger Greek, and that's just because he's a media snob. So love you, Ginger.
as he dead stares into the camera.
Right?
So
Anyway.
when okay, let's try to get back a little bit on track. When you moved in after 10 days, when did you was it the Star Trek thing that was like, yeah?
I moved in after 1 day.
Oh, so like, why?
The blindness came 10 days later.
Okay, I'm getting it now. I think you literally like gave
Like-
up your apartment and was like, this is it.
Oh no, I kept my house.
Oh,
That's
Wait,
the house we live in now.
oh, so he moved in.
No, we lived in his house in Dallas until April of last year.
Okay.
And then I had renters in mine.
Oh, that makes sense.
And when my renters moved out, we opted to sell the properties in Dallas because of the amount of work they needed. And we moved into my house.
Okay,
with his mom.
That makes sense.
I didn't move in here initially because of mom. That was right when my mother's health started declining. And that's part of what bonded Leanne and I a lot too, I think, is she immediately kind of stepped in and was helping me with the caregiving of my mom. And that just, A, I don't think I could have done it alone, but B, it was just so kind and sweet. You know, it showed her true character really quickly. So, yes,
Yeah,
Ginger Greek, then the goddamn tree attacked them.
Ginger, I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Actually, no, but that's a true story. Like I don't know if Winnie, you were around when this was going on, but was it over a year ago at this point, or
Going on a year ago when the day we rolled up to move in here, a tree had
that was
fallen
there,
over.
yeah.
It was a like 500-year-old tree. It was massive. And the day that we were moving into this house, the tree fell the night before.
Oh, dang.
So when we pulled up with our trucks loaded and our moving guys, there was a tree on my house.
That is crazy.
It was just the kind of luck we have.
But that's when you know that the good Lord, if you believe in that, that something is going on, because because that means that whether you believe in the God and Satan or the universe and whatever, it's against you, so you know you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just grateful that the day that the tree fell, the day before that, my daughter and her fiance had moved out of the house and into their own home.
Okay.
And I'm just grateful there was nobody in the house when that
she was
tree
saying
fell.
she was the renters that moved out.
I had my daughter and her fiance, and then another family. It's a 3-bedroom house.
Oh, okay.
So I had both families here.
Okay.
and they did a roommate situation,
Okay. That's
which
nice.
worked out really well.
Yeah, and then you could kind of keep staying where Mage was to help take care of his mom, and your house didn't have to be sold or anything. That's really nice. The way that worked out.
Exactly. I bought this house in April of 2020 and moved in with Mage in August of 2020.
Okay, that's quick.
So I hadn't even owned this house that long,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to sell it, so I just rented it.
That's perfect. And it seems like what Cheeto was saying was that you kept having all this crappy stuff happen, and you still like just weathered the storm. Like that really means that you're gonna be something. Like this is history in the making. Not to be silly, but
we've been through a lot between my medical issues and mom's medical issues, and we band together and we tag team everything.
that's the best way to do it. So you guys, I don't even know. I'm still like my brain is still on that other stuff. What kind of things do you guys do as a couple that may be considered nerdy?
Oh boy. Well, obviously he streams and we do that. I do play some of my own games. I have stuff on like my Switch and stuff on my Steam that I play. Doctor Who was real big.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek's another big one. Yeah.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. She's really into Harry Potter, and I've read all the books, so I have enough knowledge to have a good Harry Potter conversation with her.
Don't get me started on Hogwarts Legacy, man. Y'all know how I'm loving it.
Oh my god, again?
Yeah.
Cheeto!
I played that for her. I wasn't going to play the game, but it was just sitting in the library, and
I had a really difficult time with the combat system in that game. I have issues with the way that I see, and also with my response times. And games with a combat system like that are really, really difficult for me. But I really wanted to see the game. So Mage played it so that I could see it.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
We did it off stream, so it was just us game.
Yeah.
No scheduling, no stress about it. Just, hey, what do we want to do tonight? Do we want to look for Merlin trials? Do we want to?
Oh, Merlin trials! Bah.
I love my Merlin trials, man. I can't believe I wasn't turning in my challenges to get my expanded inventory. Like when I finally figured out how to do that, I doubled my inventory in one go.
Nice.
Yeah. We also didn't stream it because Cheeto was in the middle of streaming that. And
you didn't want to compete?
We didn't want to compete with him. And he was already a lot further in.
Hey, I'm still playing it like that. I play things. I play things at my own pace. You know, like that. That's my problem. Is like I like to stream like 4 things at a time normally. Like, but I'll rotate it. You know, I'll go like, you know, like right now I'm doing like Final Fantasy V, Hogwarts Legacy, Super Mario RPG, Star Trek Infinite. You know what I mean? Like but I have to keep it fresh for me. Like, you know, the difference. Sometimes
otherwise you get burnout.
Yeah, I definitely will get burnt out on a single game.
Yeah.
And my ADHD is just like.
Another kind of nerdy thing we do is every Christmas, our tradition is games of Christmas past.
Okay.
And I'll let Mage explain that.
So I pick one of the games that I was gifted one Christmas as a child, and we'll introduce Scarlett to it. We'll stream it, and I'll show it to her and kind of share my memories of it. And one of my love languages is sharing the things I like with the people I love. And so I want to show her the games that meant a lot to me.
Aw.
And so a lot of those Christmas games, I have really strong memories tied to them. So we kind of came up with that.
Aw, that's really fun. So do you do that all day on Christmas?
We do it until we start on Christmas, and we just do it until the game's over.
Okay. What
So,
game was it
We
this
kind
year?
of no life it until the game's over.
That's good.
To answer your question, this year was Skies of Arcadia Legends for GameCube.
Nice.
Yep.
Chris has been talking about that game forever. So it
Candy is
must
my
be
love
good.
language.
Oh, it's an excellent game.
But yeah, that's fun tradition. Do you have any other like traditions like that? I'm trying to steal some for us.
Not anything that we've really made at this point. That was the biggest one. With holidays, we kind of rotate them between my family and Mage's. My grandmother and my daughter only live about half an hour away.
Okay.
So, like for Christmas, we did dinner and stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother did Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And we rotate so that it's not all on my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's in her 80s. She's getting
Right.
old. And it's a lot. Because our family, between my family and Mage's, isn't exactly small. So we do it like that, and it works out pretty well. We shove a whole bunch of people into my tiny house. We just pack them in like sardines.
Do you guys play like board games or anything for those holidays, or?
Not really.
She's not big into board games.
I'm not.
More of a D&D
Same here.
girl.
I'm not big into board games. I'll do card games, but like board games for some reason just don't resonate with me. I don't know why.
You're killing me.
Now, like when my niece gets a little bit older, I will teach her to play stuff like Candyland and Shoots and Ladders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff that I played growing up. But she's only 3 right now. So she's not quite old enough to understand the concept.
Mm-hmm.
But when she gets a little bit older, I'll do stuff like that with her. But no, board games aren't really my thing. Cards either, for that matter.
So you guys
they're
mainly just do video games.
Video
Yeah.
games and D&D.
And D&D, yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother kind of game. That's cool. That's even better.
And we do that with my daughter and son-in-law.
That's perfect.
It's
nice to have your
a lot of
little
fun.
core campaign on it right there.
And actually, his best friend who's in the chat
Is our fit.
Yep.
Mr. Bob
Nice.
Humbug Ryan Jelly Eels.
Jelly eels.
Jelly heels?
Jellied Eels is what Zamario calls them.
Oh. Okay. So what I don't even know. Yeah, I play board games a lot. Like that's my favorite thing. I don't know. But I'll play anything. I'll try anything once. And maybe twice. But I used to play a lot of board games. Recently it's been like Wild Child West, and there's this one called Blood Rage where you're like Vikings and you're trying to like level up your character before the end of time, and we all get sent to Valhalla. That one's kind of cool. But yeah,
Sounds interesting.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's different kinds that like could be more closer to D&D than just a normal board game nowadays. There's so many.
I think she'd like Munchkin. Have you ever played Munchkin, Winnie?
Yeah, it's super cute. Yeah, you might like
Did
that
we
a lot.
get that for Tiff and Colby?
We did buy that for Tiff and Colby.
So a game I do really like. I love Yahtzee.
Yahtzee's fun.
That's something that I played with my mom growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and I still to this day love it. I haven't played it in ages, but just haven't really thought about it.
That's always a fun game, even to download a cheap app off or free app off on your phone to play.
I actually had it on my phone for a long time. I am a dice goblin. I will collect all the dice. As a matter of fact, hand me my dice kit.
Yes,
Let
let's
me
see.
show you. So this isn't even everything of what I have. This is only my metal dice.
Holy Toledo. I have one set of dice, and they are purple on the inside and metal, like copper on the outside.
Oh,
That's cool.
Nothing as cool as what you just showed us there.
I have been collecting dice for a long time, and I spend insane amounts of money on them.
Hey, we all have our
Mage
thing.
actually bought me a set of rose quartz dice. Yeah.
That's what Winnie said. We all have our thing. I'm like, yeah, I collect.
Hers are cooler. Mine is stuffed animals.
I mean, there's
Oh,
only
I
one
have those
person
too.
there's only one person I know that loves Funko Pops more than I do, and that's Ginger Greek. He loves them so much. He says their art and attention to detail is second to none.
I feel like
Okay.
we're about to have a fight in the chat in a second, but okay.
I collect for stuffies. I collect squishmallows.
Yeah, see, I tried not to do both, and because I have like every Pokemon Build-A-Bear, every one, and so then they came out with Pokemon Squishmallows, and I'm like, I cannot fit any more. Like when I make the bed, it's got like 100 stuffies on it. I can't do both.
Mage has banned me from buying anymore because we have nowhere to put them.
Is there something that you guys collect together? Or that you both sort of like, or that you both like when you see it? Oh, we both have to have it.
The D&D minis, maybe?
Yeah, we paint our own D&D minis. So I will buy them for him, and he'll get them for me if he sees something that like a character that I play that I don't already have.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna actually show you one of his.
Whoa, that's amazing. So did you buy the figure, or did you 3D print it?
This is purchased. This was a Christmas present, and then I painted him.
I love those colors. That blue is amazing.
Right? That
I have
is
to
like
show you my Phoenix.
An epic looking frost dragon. Like,
yeah.
Okay, good. I sold Frost Dragon. Wonderful.
Is that what you're going for?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well,
he worked really, really hard on that.
Oh yeah, it looks amazing, Mage.
I'm gonna have him pull my minis box. My very first mini I ever did was a Griffin. And
nice.
Because I have vision problems, my grandmother bought me a light that has a magnet in the middle of it. So that I could see all the really small detail of what I was painting. I think it's in that box right there, honey. So I've done them from the big one, like my Griffin, to little bitty gnomes.
Yeah,
It was on the bottom set.
that's amazing because I try to do small things and my hands get all shaky.
So that
Oh,
is my
that's
Griffin.
beautiful.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, the detail on that is amazing.
Yeah, she's better
Right.
than I am, and hasn't been doing it nearly as long.
It's not that I'm better. I have more patience.
And you're a lady, and you like pay more attention to those details, unlike us guys that were just like, meh, tension problems.
Well, I have the shaking problem too, like you were talking about, Winnie. I have anxiety.
I see.
Yeah.
And so, like, not too
Mhm.
stable right now, but that's stable for me. So, yeah.
Well, good. Me
Oh.
and Cheeto make you stable.
I make you crazy.
I don't know where I would be right now if I hadn't met Cheeto when I met him.
Are we talking about a bromance now?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Nerd bro relationships.
How did you two meet?
Do you want to share a major?
You go for it. You've been very quiet.
I'm just letting the conversation flow. So about, has it been 2 years yet? I think it's been 2 years, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
It's been 2 years.
So about 2 years ago, I was looking on NerdTube to kind of expand and kind of do some Final Fantasy content and stuff like that. Although I can't say it really went anywhere per se, like the expanding into Final Fantasy. I definitely met some really good new friends through it. On a what group? It was a Final Fantasy Facebook group. I don't remember which one. But I just put an open thing out there. I was just like, hey, I'm a part of a nerd channel that has tons of contributors on it, but we lack Final Fantasy contributors. And I said, I'm looking to expand into the realm of Final Fantasy for some content. If anyone wants to be in on it, let me know. And I got probably about 10 responses, I think. And then we kind of had a sit down meet with a bunch of people, and I would say like 6 of them kind of showed up, or 5 of them or something. There was a good couple of them in the very early for 1 or 2 videos, and like for the meeting and stuff like that. So as things do, like you put it out there, and then some people fall off, stuff like that. So it kind of boiled down to 3 people that stuck around for a little bit, which it was, of course, Mage, and our good friend Bearded, and Jake. And then so Jake decided to move on eventually. Bearded is still around. He's really busy with family and stuff. And then Major Rage, he really got in and dug in, and we just, me and him both love Dragon Ball. We both love Final Fantasy. We both love Star Trek. It was just kind of like it was kind of like a match made in nerd heaven. So, I mean, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to work with him. He's so knowledgeable and good at what he does, and he is the deserving inaugural Golden Glasses award-winning host of the year. 2022's Golden Glasses host of the year, Majo Rage. But no, I mean it was fantastic, and he really jived with all of us really well. He and he showed up. Like that's all you can ask for with stuff like this is show up. You don't have to like dedicate your whole life to it, but you can tell when people put effort in, and so and so he excelled at that for sure.
No,
So,
I
I don't know, did I leave
agree.
anything
I love
out,
watching
Mage?
his streams. I love hanging out when he's talking. He's very sweet and kind, and he knows what he's talking about. So then you get to learn stuff too. So it's. I really love that that I'm getting to know him.
Aw, thanks, guys. Gonna make me blush again.
My account is waiting for that deposit, Mage. But
Yeah,
no, in all seriousness, as I said, Mage, a top tier guy for sure. I mean, I can't, I can't imagine what NerdTube or even my life sometimes would look like if he hadn't have sent me that message way back when saying, "Hey, I'm interested in doing Final Fantasy content."
yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to branch out into YouTube for a while, but didn't, have anybody really to work with anymore. The one person that I just spitballed around working with was flaky and, wouldn't put in the actual effort. So when Cheeto put the word out there, I was like, heck yeah, I can bring what I can to the table and work with an established platform and just, like he said, I jived with the guys. Everybody's great. Dude, just been my little second family ever since I met them.
Mm-hmm. And like
he definitely jumped in with both feet. And he takes a lot of pride in doing his stuff with NerdTube stuff. If he has to miss something he's committed to, it really upsets him. We work really hard to make sure he's available when he says he's going to be available.
Well, we always appreciate that, but remember, always family first.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's like I said, being a part of NerdTube, it has been like, obviously I came in through Cheeto as well.
It's because I'm the bomb.
Yeah. I'm gonna go bomb it. I'll be right back. So like I said, we worked together a lot, and like most of the time when we were working, we were talking about video games and whatever else, like nerdy movies that were coming out, whatever. That's what we did at work. Maybe that's why that guy didn't like me. No. Anyway. I met that last boss there before I quit.
Oh,
His name rhymes with. Never mind.
Oh yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. God, I hated that guy. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, so then, but I didn't have social media then. So like, because I was in a relationship with a guy that was awful and told me I couldn't have social media and a lot of other things. And then the last couple years, I was done with that guy. So I was like, you know what? I got to do something because I'm in my apartment 24/7 and I'm going to start streaming. And then I don't even know how we found each other, but like my whole point is that everybody in NerdTube, even if we don't always agree politically or whatever, we still come down at the end of the day. We love each other. It's amazing. So yeah, if you guys could go over, just to do another shameless plug, to their NerdTube, I think it's NerdTube for Life or something on YouTube.
Yeah, I think the ad is NerdTube for Life because NerdTube was taken. So
And so go find them over there. It's a blue logo, not the red one, the blue one. They're all amazing. They all put so much hard work into everything that they do. So it'd be nice to come or to get them some more support. Plus I'll be there if you care.
Winnie, we all care if you're here. In there. It depends on where you're watching it, because this is on NerdTube. Obviously, this is on Winnie's Twitch and Major Rage's Twitch and Winnie's YouTube and I think
Kick.
And
but nobody comes to my Kick, so it doesn't matter.
We had a couple comments. I think it was a bot though earlier. We had a couple comments on Kick.
It might have been yours or NerdTube's.
Probably because we attract the bots.
It's because we're still new. So yeah, is there anything else you want to say? Is there any this is a good question. Any relationship advice for other nerdy couples that you have?
Yes.
Oh no.
So
thank you, Ginger.
Something that I have learned is don't look at past relationships as failures. Treat them as training wheels. take the good and learn from it, or take the good and move on with that, learn from the mistake, and build up to your forever relationship.
That's really good.
Scarlett
I never
dropping
thought
some
about it like that.
fire
Yeah.
there.
I see what you did.
Communication is an absolute necessity.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot talk together and be open and honest, you have no business being together.
And what about for you, Mage?
She stole mine. I was gonna say open, honest communication.
That just goes to show how good melded you guys are.
Oh yeah, I tell her routinely to get out of my head.
And I tell him no, because it's my favorite playground.
Oh my god.
I have a swing set in there and everything.
Okay.
We can go several different places with that, but
We're gonna
Not that kind of swing set, Cheeto.
Oh my god.
Nerd relationship specifically, I would say to make sure you try to include your partner. Even if it's a single player game, try to make them feel included in what you're doing and respect what their interests are as well. You can't it can't be all show and all, you've got to have a back and forth with the interest, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
That's very true. We have things that we like individually, but we always care about what the other one is doing. We show interest and are present and aware of what's going on with each other, even when we're doing completely separate things. And support your partner. Do not tear them down because you don't like what they're doing at that particular second. That's a surefire way to destroy a relation.
That's good.
I support what he does 100%. I will be there. I will pay for things if he needs them. We support each other 100%.
Is there one maybe last funny thing? Let's end on a funny note. What was your favorite or date, or maybe Valentine's Day date, or like let's end on a happy or funny note.
yeah, stuff got too serious.
I really liked the photo shoot.
The what?
The photo shoot.
Oh, you guys had a photo shoot?
We did one time. She put on something really cute, and we went in the springtime to this park in Dallas, and she played in the petals and cherry blossoms, and I took pictures.
Aww.
Yep. I can actually show a picture from that. One of my favorite things that we have done, we went to Helen with my grandmother. And I have this thing for glass blowing. And we went to a glass blower and saw stuff being made and just spent the whole day out in the town and checking things out. It was a lot of fun.
Find it?
Yeah.
Aww. That's so
one
fun.
of the best ones.
Here, hold on.
That's
Do you
so
want me to
fun.
maximize it so you can? Here we go.
There, perfect. Good job, Cheeto. Oh,
Yeah, I'm good
Yeah,
on that.
everything about that picture is perfect. It's beautiful. Good job, Mage.
Oh, thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
So, Mage, what is
And
me and your
those
photo
are on
shoot?
my Facebook. So if anybody wants to see the other 200 of them, they're there.
Our shoot could be this spring. When the snow all melts, I'll come up. And you can pick.
Damn it! I moved too soon.
We'll just go to like a factory or something and just it'll just be all like old dingy building in the background, but I'm like all like dressed up in like a nice like white suit.
To get some juxtaposition going.
Absolutely. That old Akron rubber town is exactly what you need in the background. Well, I don't want to keep you guys for too much longer. I'm very grateful for you guys being here and everyone in the chat. I'm sorry I don't really talk to the chat, while we're doing this, but I love that you guys are here. Again, please make sure you're following everybody on screen. If you're on my Twitch, you should. It's in my title. You should be able to easily just click on them and follow them. We will be back again next week. This podcast is not supposed to be every week, but it just the way the days fell this month.
It's Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. Can you believe that Ginger gave us his World's Gone Insane spot?
Yeah.
Maybe Ginger should be my Valentine just for that.
Oh no, Ginger's my Valentine. You have sweats.
Also, Ginger, the
mine.
image of that in my head is absolutely horrible.
What, of me and Ginger?
No.
Mage and Cheeto in a field wearing tight denim shorts and suspenders.
Oh, it's happening.
What is happening?
Listen, I'm gonna be
that
shirtless.
Was never in my head.
I'm gonna be shirtless with the suspenders on too.
I thought that
Why was that in your head? Oh my
You're
Jesus.
so white, you'll blind people.
Yeah. The beacons are lit. Gondor is calling parade.
Oh my Jesus.
Winnie, take us home before we.
Yes. So please give us a follow. We will be back next week. It'll be just me and Cheeto this time, sadly. We again thank you, Scarlett, and thank you, Mage, so much for hanging out with us. It's been a true pleasure, and I can't wait to hang out. I'm sure you guys will be back. I can't wait to hang out and do some other things with you guys on NerdTube or here, whatever. Yeah, Cheeto. Now I got to go figure out how to bleach my brain.
You're welcome.
I suggest mental floss.
Mental floss. There you go.
If you can tell me how to do that, then good.
Right along the corpus callosum there. I mean.
Thanks for having us, guys.
You want to bring back yourself, you weirdo? Yeah, maybe we can do like a game night with all the nerdy couples, and we'll have to bring Ginger on that day for Cheeto.
Good.
But anyway, thank you guys so very much for being here. Thanks for the follows and the love and the resubs and whatever else you guys did. That's crazy. We will see you again. I will be on tomorrow for World's Gone Insane. Yeah. Ginger. I will be on tomorrow again for World's Gone Insane. Cheeto, are you streaming this weekend?
Maybe we'll see. I don't. Work's been killing me recently. I kind of this past week I kind of taken a little time to myself. I'm gonna see if I can get on at least once this weekend. So we'll see. But if you're watching on NerdTube and if you're following us, me and Mage are gonna have our Dragon Ball Daima review this weekend, and it's a big one. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's a big episode. So
I can't watch tonight then.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Well. It's big. It's big, man.
Okay.
It's big. Yeah, you're.
Are we at the end of Daima?
Avoid all social media until you watch it.
Okay.
Please do. Like seriously.
Okay.
But anyway. All right. So.
Mage, are you streaming at all this weekend? When's your next stream?
My next stream is probably here within the hour.
Yay!
Up Final Fantasy 16 Echoes of the Fallen DLC.
Nice.
And then we have the other DLC and the end of the game. So we're finishing up that, I think, this weekend.
Yay, that'll be fun. So will you be on camera or just emotional support?
I'm not generally on camera during his game streams, but I sit on this sofa right beside him and everybody can hear me.
That's even better. But all right, I'm going for my Twitch. I'm going to look for somebody to raid. I just want to thank you all for coming out and hanging out with us. It's been so very much fun. Please, when you go from my Twitch to somebody else's, please give them follows and lots of love. I'm trying to be quick. We're gonna go see Three-Headed Monkey from my Twitch. So if you're watching me on my Twitch, go give him a follow, give him love. He's one of my German friends, and he's so sweet and kind. So please give him some love. I'm gonna start the raid. Oh, there's sound. Why do they do this to me? It's not letting me raid now, but now we go.